Jamie wasn't happy that I didn't kill Barnum. I hope his testimony was worth the trust it cost me. After Ellsworth, Washington and I traveled to the JBA headquarters in New Orleans. That's where I met the family. First up was the man in charge, Emile Dufresne. I remembered him from Iceland. Next was his lieutenant, Carson Moss. Can't say we hit it off. The person who was going to handle the weapon was Enrica Villablanca. She wasn't much older than my daughter. And finally, there was B.J. Sykes, the techie in charge of their security systems. One man I didn't get to meet was Cole Yeager. It seems Dufresne was afraid Yeager was plotting to take over the JBA. So he sent me on an errand to pump Yeager for information, hoping Yeager might try to get the new recruit aside. On my way to see Yeager, I had an opportunity to sneak into the compound's restricted area, so I took it. Lambert, come in.
Sam, what's your status?
I'm inside the restricted area. I managed to sneak in undetected while running an errand for Emile. What's new at home?
You brought us some goodwill at Ellsworth when you kept Barnum alive. Good job. I stashed your equipment already. Did you find it?
Yeah, I got it. Wasn't easy to snuggle in, though. So what's the plan?
Intel. We set up a surveillance grid on the outside. But the JBA's electronic countermeasures are keeping us from hearing anything on the inside. You may have noticed some problems with your equipment as well. We need you to tone the jamming down by reducing its electricity input. Blueprints indicate the compound has been rewired so many times that each area is now regulated by a different fuse box. Find all 4 boxes and tap into them. There should be one on the roof, one near the entrance, one in the warehouse, and one in the loading bay. Their location is on your minimap.
Anything else?
Yes. If someone spots you, or if they detect the drop in their grid, the new guy is going to be their first suspect. You can't afford that. While you're there, find ways to prop up your cover and divert suspicion to someone else.
Emile is already suspicious of one of his people, Cole Yeager.
If that's the case, Yeager might be useful to us. Send me any info you find and we'll go from there. Lambert out.
How's it going, guys? This is Syndrome with Mission 3 of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Double Agent for the original Xbox. This mission is called JBA Headquarters Part 1, so let's do this. Just do the beginning as you saw me do, and then this part, as soon as they're done talking, you are going to follow the guard on the left through the door that he just went through. And I'm going to make things a little bit more difficult. We're going to take out this light. And then when we get up to this platform here, we're going to take out this camera. That's not the difficult part. The thing that I'm going to do that's going to make this mission a little bit more difficult is we are going to grab and interrogate Moss. So, I know a couple people have done it, so I wanted to try it out and see if I can do it as well.
No signs of disturbance.
So let's see if we can do this. I think it's pretty cool that you can interrogate the second in command for the JBA, so we're going to see if we can get this done. So we're going to wait for him. He's going to go into this room to the right. And we're going to wait for him to come back out in order to grab him. So it shouldn't take too long. There he is. So we're going to wait for him to come back this way. And then Gotcha, fool.
Surprise.
Who the hell are you?
A music critic. Now tell me how Emil gets around the compound so fast.
You have to be kidding me. I'm head of security.
I know, and I appreciate the job that you do.
Just wait till I get loose.
A tubular good.
You're not funny, and I will catch you. Let me go and fight like a man, damn it. You're a dead man. You hear me? Dead.
So go ahead and choke him out. Make sure you grab him before he gets too far ahead as well, otherwise that camera will spot you, or someone down on the ground floor can see you since it's lit. But then we're just going to go into this room and we're going to hack this computer. Gotcha. And then we're going to plant the false cover information. You can read the emails if you want, but I don't. There's no real point in it. So then we're just going to use this, or just this fuse box here. And then I put my back against this and watch for the guard out here. I don't know if you can see him or not, but he's to the left of that car down there. And when he's facing away from us, then we can go ahead and jump out this window and drop down. And we're going to follow him this way. And when he gets up those stairs and over to the right, we're going to put out the light at the top of the stairs, but I'm also watching the positioning of the camera.
Come out from there and show yourself.
Because that camera can still see you in the dark. So make sure you've got it in the right spot. And then head over this way and through the door.
Nothing here. Never hurts to check.
And we're going to take out this camera at the end of the hall. And then through this doorway we're going to take a left. And go through this door here.
What's he going on about this time?
He says we got us a spy. Some guy is supposed to be running around knocking people out.
Didn't Sykes think that last week?
And the week before. Still, he was right about Jaeger.
Jaeger could have had "I'm working for the feds" tattooed on his forehead and been less obvious.
Now as soon as the guy on the left turns around, we're going to start heading that way. And you're going to want to be quick about this. We're going to jump up here. And then we're going to jump up to this part. And run full speed while still crouched. And adjust this fuse box. Because that guard that you see out there, if he's facing in this direction at all, he'll spot us because it's lit up around that box, which he's already facing this way. So, like I said, you have to be quick about it. But then head over here and climb up this post. And we're going to head to the right. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. And make sure you're holding the joystick to the right when you drop off of this, so that you grab the edge of that. Otherwise you'll just fall straight to the floor, lose a bunch of health, and they'll spot you. So, not a good idea. We're just going to hop up in here. And at the end of this, we're going to use the save point. Okay. Now, here we're going to want to put out this light. And then I usually count to 10 before heading through this vent. Okay. And see, since we counted to 10, that guard's usually not there. It just gives that guard time, if he is there, to move away. So, then just jump up here and just hang here. Don't climb up until that guard, if you can see him, he's heading this way. We're going to wait until he's not looking in our direction. Bingo. Because that light will illuminate us and he'll see us. So, we're just going to climb over this little wall and wait until he's not headed our direction. And head over and adjust the fuse box.
Job's done, Lambert. I got the fuse boxes.
Good. On to your next task.
Make it quick. I have to get back before they find out I'm here.
I know, but this has to be done right. It's too important, Sam.
So what's next?
Find their server. It's probably on the second floor of the compound. Once you're there, open up a connection to Fort Meade. We'll sift around their system, see if we can find anything.
On my way.
Now we're going to wait until he heads away from this door. And head in behind him. Here we're going to take out this light. And head around the corner and into the room in here, where we are going to take out this laser. And then wait close to this wall with your back to it. And then when it's recharged, take this one out. And that guard will get suspicious, but don't worry, he won't spot us. So we're just going to use the computer here and hack into it. Bloop. 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 One more. Bloop. Alright. Top objective and bottom objective.
This is the dirt on Cole Yeager. Looks like he's plotting to take over the JBA. I'm not sure Emil will like that. If I send this to Emil, Yeager's dead within the hour. But if I send it to Lambert, there might be a chance to extract Yeager and pump him for information.
Now, if this was the real Sam Fisher, I believe that he would want to keep his cover intact. So by sending this to Emil, we aren't actually killing Yeager. Emil will be doing it, so that'll keep our cover intact. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we are going to send it to Emil.
This is Emil. If anyone sees Cole Yeager, tell him I want him in my office. Now.
Now get back to the public area before your absence is noted.
Now we're going to wait here until we see the guard on the right-hand side. Where is he? Oh, well, bad timing. We're going to have to wait for him to come this way and then head back down the hall the other way. And make sure you are to the left of that laser so that when it comes back on, you're not standing in front of it. Wow, it takes him a long time. Did I miss him? No? There he is. Alright, as soon as he starts heading down that hall, then we can take out this laser here. And we're going to head back this way and hide on the other side of this wall. That way he doesn't spot us on his way back. Sometimes he'll come all the way to the end of this. This time he didn't. Sometimes he'll come all the way to the end of the hall, in which case you can just go to the right and hide in the shadows from him. But this time he didn't come all the way, so we're just going to follow him into these shadows. Wait for him to get around the corner a little bit. And then OCP the camera.
What's wrong with this?
Now we're going to wait for this to recharge and take out the light. And we're going to go in through this door. Oops. There we go. And we are going to take out the fingerprint scanner. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's fingerprints right there. So scan those. Those are Emil's.
That covers Emil nicely.
Alright, and we didn't need to do that now, but it'll help us later on. So use the optic cable to look out here and make sure the guard's not there, which he's not. So open the door and wait for the camera to be away from us, which it is. And head through this door here. We do need to get these fingerprints. These are Enrica's. So we didn't, like I said, we didn't have to get Emil's, but it'll help us later on down the road. So we're going to scan Enrica's.
I think I've got enough on Enrica.
Get our pistol out, we're going to need it. Head back through the door and over to the right and use the optic cable on this door. There we go. We're going to want to make sure the cameras are facing away from us, which they are. So go ahead and OCP this one. And then we're going to wait and OCP this one once it's fully charged again. Boop. And we're going to want to OCP this camera. Alright. Down here we are going to use the save point. Don't worry, that guy didn't spot us. Use a save point. Okay. So using the optic cable, there's nobody in here. So we're going to go over here and wait for Emil to... Oh, perfect timing. Sometimes he'll be in here when you use the optic cable. Sometimes he won't be. I always just come over here and wait until he comes through that door to make sure you're not going to run into him. But then head over here and stay behind the corner because there is a guard out there that'll spot you if you're in the middle of the room in the light. But as I was saying, when you come in through that door, hide against that wall to see if he's, if he's going to come through the door. OCP this camera. But if he hasn't come through the door within a good 20 seconds, go ahead and head through this door anyway and see if he's out here in front of the door that we are going through right now. Most of the times he is, but sometimes he's not. So if not, go ahead and head through both of these doors and run right back up to the door here and exfiltrate. And that's the end of the mission. There you go, mission complete. All of our objectives were completed except for the echelon opposing objective because we did the JBA one and sent Jaeger's information to Emil. And there you go. Only knocked out one enemy. Everything else is 0. Just over 18 minutes. So didn't get spotted by anybody and only knocked out one enemy. Didn't kill anybody. So 100% stealth. So as always, thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.